Well, here's the thing. The wage gap still exists in every state in our country. And that means that each United States senator represents people who are, as we speak, experiencing pay discrimination. Women in the United States of America still earn, on average, 82 cents for every dollar that their male counterparts make. And that wage gap is even more pronounced for women of color. For example, over the course of just 1 year, the wage gap for Latina women averages almost $30,000 less as compared to what a white man earns. That's a huge amount of money. It's groceries, it's housing, it's an education, it's savings for their retirement. It could be life-changing. And it's a true injustice that workers across our country are being shortchanged. Rather than getting the pay that they deserve so they can live their lives, support their families and themselves without so much stress and struggle. As we know, the pandemic has really set women, in particular women of color, back even further and made clear just how urgent it is for us to act. Fair pay for your work is just not too much to expect, and it is needed now more than ever. Luckily, very soon, each of us in the United States Senate will have an opportunity to right this wrong with our votes on the Paycheck Fairness Act. This bill is very straightforward. It closes loopholes that allow pay discrimination to continue. It protects workers from retaliation for discussing their pay. It limits the use of prior wage history in the hiring process so that pay discrimination can't follow workers from job to job. And it increases transparency and accountability, so workers know whether they're being paid fairly, so they have the evidence to hold their employers accountable if they are not. These are very simple steps, which is why this bill already passed the House with bipartisan support and the support of every single Democrat. So the question in front of us is going to be really simple. Do you believe every worker, regardless of who they are, should be paid fairly for their work, or not? I know they should. I know that's what Senate Democrats agree with, and I'm really hoping that Senate Republicans listen to their constituents who are experiencing the same wage discrimination ours do, and vote for this very long overdue solution that will help women, it will help workers, and it will help our economy as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Murray. Senator Stabenow.
Well, first I
Part
want
of the orange
yes,
group
that's right.
of this leadership as opposed to the blue group.
Well, first I want to thank.
State colors, blue and orange.
Just ignore him. Don't.
Try if you want.
But first, I want to thank Senator Murray for her work over the years. This is a really important day. It's going to be a really important vote. And frankly, women in Michigan and across America have been waiting long enough. It's time to pass the Paycheck Fairness Act. Consider a Michigan single mom who's raising 2 young daughters. Last year's been tough, trying to do her job remotely, keep track of the kids in terms of school. Meanwhile, if she's anything like the average American woman, she's earned just 82 cents for every dollar earned by her male coworkers doing the exact same job. And if she happens to be a woman of color, she's probably earned a whole lot less. This wage gap means that by the time she retires, she will have earned at least $400,000 less. $400,000 less than the guy in the next cubicle. That's money she could use to pay the bills, save for a down payment on the house, send the kids to summer camp or music lessons for her daughters. And when it comes to retirement, that missing $400,000 even means she receives less Social Security benefits. So this is serious for women in this country. It's unfair, it's wrong, it needs to change now. Now is the time to pass the Paycheck Fairness Act. You know, in Michigan, we tell our daughters that they can be anything they want to be when they grow up. Let's make sure that includes being paid as well as our sons. This question, the real question today is, will our Republican colleagues join us? Will our Republican colleagues join us in standing up for women in this country? I hope they will.